Big dynamic voice, unbridled energy, and so energetic. I'm talking about Kirstie Kraus next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Mr. Pop.
Dorks of the world, unite. No, okay, listen closely. It's not WOBA, it's WABA.
Mr. Pop.
And I am the one and only Chris Top from the Chris Top program, taking that milk money back 1 nickel at a time.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either tap in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either tap in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that crack back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How the hell are you doing, world?
Sup? You almost goofed that up, didn't you? You almost said home studio apartment.
Nope.
Yeah, you
I
did.
didn't. I goofed up the last show, though. I didn't do the little outro thing that I usually
Yeah.
do.
Boo!
I did it.
Yeah.
But it was just in the wrong place. See, nobody would have known if I hadn't said anything.
Yeah, they would have. They all know.
Been like, what? Chris Top forgot to say that. Chris Top. And then they made fun of me. Yeah, people do
You would
that.
have gone viral.
People are so much more mean on the internet.
They're more mean on the internet than they are in real life, I guess. Maybe.
Did you like the post that I left recently?
I did.
I wanted
"Ooh,
to
snap."
discuss those for a moment.
Let us discuss.
I think I may have shared these on the Chris Top program page too, but things that make me say bruh.
Bruh.
Okay, I'll let you do the bruh part, and I'll do the rest of it.
I can't really see from here.
I'll tell you when. I'll point at you.
Okay.
So this is one of the things that make me say bruh. I'm cleaning out my friends list. Let me know you're still around. And then after that, after they're done, like the next day or so, they're like, you're one of the lucky ones if you can still read this.
Bruh.
First off, I never clicked like, nor did I comment, but I'm still seeing your comment. At least follow through with your word and unfriend me. Because I know when I clean out my friends list, it's a few simple clicks. I never make a giant announcement to the world warning everyone that they may lose my virtual friendship. Gasp. I'm going to unfriend you.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Okay, and this I hear a lot. It's such a mystery why people are jerks on the internet.
Bruh.
People are jerks online because they are jerks in real life. And this is for real. This is like a big. I forgot what the actual percentage was, but the ones that are real trolls that are really persistent, those are people in real life that have actual psychological issues.
So if they're going to be mean to you on the internet, they're going to be mean to you in real life.
More than likely, or at least they're going to think it in real life.
Yeah, because there's mean people in real life. I guess there's going to be mean people on the internet. So it's not just the internet.
Yeah, and then this is another one. I get all of my news from Facebook.
Bruh.
Okay, 51% of people who share posts never read anything but the headline. So just do this for me. Just read the entire article and then look for other sources just to make sure it's true. Because I think you can testify to this, because I've seen things online before that just didn't quite make sense. And then I looked up more information and came to my own conclusion that it wasn't true at all. Mm-hmm. And so many people see a headline and they just jump right on this bandwagon and start just...
How dare they! Shame! But they don't even know what they just freaking read.
Oh, it's just so disheartening.
Dude, if you're not even going to read the news article, then if you're not going to stay informed, don't pretend to be informed. Just, I don't know, live a
Preach it, sister.
awful life. Yeah.
Okay, we've got Kirstie Kraus on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's one of Craig's friends.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I automatically knew she was going to be good. But then I listened to her, and I was like, whoa.
With Craig, he's trustworthy.
I was like, whoa.
He ain't going to send any weird people our way.
And I believe Craig probably produced these 3 songs, but we'll ask Kirstie just to make sure.
I'm excited.
I'm excited, too. I always love the
It's
artists
going
that
to
he
be
gives
lit.
us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he's always sending us some lit people.
Yeah, and being friends with Craig, that gives us cool points. You know that.
Yeah, because we're not cool on our own.
Yeah. And I think he's like our actual buddy. Mm-hmm. Like for real.
For real.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. Like,
I know.
Not just like, whoa, swagger, but like he's a cool, individual personality-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
The Chris Top Program.
We know the website is really shitty, but the show is not quite as shitty.
Listen live on the ChrisTopProgram.com. Archived shows on Spreaker, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio.
Broadcasting worldwide to at least 3 people.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Handy Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top Program. I'm going to be staring at that smiley face now for a long
Isn't
time.
it art? I did
No,
good.
it's just a smiley face.
No, it is freaking art, man.
It's not even a good smiley face.
No, I took my time to make sure that each line
You did it
was
like in 2 seconds.
unbelievably crooked and unbelievably talented. You're just jealous because you cannot get on the level of a talented artist such as myself.
Okay, well, be careful because Kirstie's here and she's a real artist.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Kirstie, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Well, good. It's so good to finally talk to you because I met you through Craig.
Yeah.
And I
Which
get
we
so...
actually wrote together today. Just
Oh,
a couple
did
hours
you?
Ago.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Did you guys talk about me while you were writing?
Not everything is
Maybe
about
a
you.
little. I
Maybe.
told him he better tune in, otherwise I'm gonna meet up with him again tonight. So
Oh.
I'll yell at him if he doesn't listen.
Well, if he doesn't listen, go ahead and threaten him for me. That's fine.
Bruh.
Definitely will.
Now, am I saying your last name right, Kraus?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. I want to because I'm always hesitant when I open the show and I give the artist name. I'm like, ooh, I hope I didn't fudge that up.
Well,
Devon,
it's always good
Devon.
to ask. It helps.
Yeah, I did that. That was really bad. Yeah. But no, I've been listening to your music today, and I skimmed over it before I got you on the show just to make sure you were legit, and I've been listening to it today, and it's like radio ready, man. I mean, it's like it's cool.
Thank you.
You're like
those songs are out there right now. There's 3 of them out on iTunes and Spotify and that whole world. And
iTunes.
those are so fun. And they're fun to play with a band. So I really was in a focus about 2 years ago that really focused on writing, for the band and fun rocking, power songs that kind of drive a lot. Yeah.
Dude, they rock out. I mean, you are definitely like a country rocker.
Oh yeah. I definitely can't sit still when I'm performing.
Yeah, I can't imagine your shows being boring whatsoever.
We go in all different places. Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of like bluesy funk in there and rock, kind of all mixed together.
Now, you're in Nashville 50% of the time, is that right?
Yeah, except for these months, it feels like right now I have slowed down some of the band shows, and I'm just here as much as possible before festival season, before May really starts and kicks off. So I'm actually here till the 15th, and then in Nashville, and then I will go up for 4 days. I'll come back, go up for like 2 days and come back for another 15 days. So yeah, it's not split time right now. It's a little more down in Nashville, but in the summertime, I'll be up in the Midwest, just singing a bunch.
Now, do you have a schedule posted on your website or on Facebook when you're going to be performing and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, so we do the bands in town thing. It's on my website, on the Thirsty Jones website, on our Facebook pages, and we're constantly doing social media.
Okay, now does your band ever come with you, or do you usually come to Nashville solo?
I have the guitar player and Jacob Vance. He's come down with me a couple of times. Sometimes I like coming solo, though. It's because I schedule so many things back to back that it's helpful to only worry about one person in a vehicle.
Sure.
Yeah, but I do have some friends here that allow me to borrow a car. But so I think this next trip on the 20th will be with a friend for CRS week.
Okay. Now,
yeah.
Are you okay? I need to know when you're going to be performing in Nashville again, because I do want to come see you. Me and Allie would love to come there. So
yeah, that would be fun.
So keep us in the loop.
Okay, I will do that.
We'll be awfully upset if you don't. I'll call Craig.
Yeah, I'll be butthurt.
Yeah.
I will. I'll add you guys. Well, Allie, this is Allie, right?
Right.
Too? Mm-hmm. I'll add you on Facebook because I saw your post, and then I'll be all over that. You'll definitely guys know. I'll send you an invite.
We'll be in the know. Yeah.
Woo.
Just acknowledge us when you're up there on stage. That way we feel important too.
Yeah, I'll be like, I was on the Chris Top program.
Yeah.
We're not cool on our own. We're not cool on our own, so we need to surround ourselves with cool people.
We've got to do that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Now, I've got 3 songs. I'm going to go ahead and try to get, I want to play them all for sure, but I want to go ahead and get to one so we don't run out of time. But we've got, and I usually put these in order of like my least favorite to my favorite, but I didn't know what to do with yours because I liked them all a lot.
Oh. And so did you just do eeny, meeny, miny, moe?
Yeah, I just pretty much threw them on the playlist. So I don't know. I was torn because I can't pick out one that I like less than another.
Oh, I bet
one.
I'll be able to pick them out because I'm like, yeah, this one.
Ooh, she can be harsh, yeah.
Good, I want to hear it. Yeah, because it's kind of like, which sassy song?
So the first one that we've got it's called Ride to Remember. Can you tell me about that one?
Yeah, so actually a friend of mine, his name was Jordan, and he passed away on his Fat Boy. And he was a firefighter in the community of Jefferson in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And everybody loved him. Everyone knew him. He just had such a big impact and an imprint and had such a good heart. And so when that kind of happened, that kind of spiraled, my thoughts on, I love motorcycles. Like I need to get that out there and kind of throw him in there, like do him an honor. And we play a lot of bike nights as well with the band. So it just seemed right to put a song like that together. And I think, it's just the feeling. It's about the feeling, and it might be for charity or it just might be for your dignity, but it's about the love of the road.
Oh.
And yeah.
Okay. And did Craig produce this one or?
He did not. That was at Jay's place, and the producer was Mark Allen Barnett.
Okay, gotcha. So this is called Ride to Remember, Kirstie Kraus, right here on the Chris Top program.
Hey It might be for charity. It might be for dignity. Don't need a cause except the love of the road. Kicking back, sitting low, and out in front of the wandering heart. Make it smooth, let it cruise. 60 miles an hour, turning up the power and it glides right beside. I love how this feels to rumble up to wheels on a day like today, down that stretch of highway. 100 bikes, fender to fender. Let's make this a ride to remember. No better way in the world to get rid of your problems. The wind in your face, open up the throttle. Make it smooth, let it cruise. 60 miles an hour, turning up the power and it glides right beside. I love how this feels to rumble up to wheels on a day like today, down that stretch of highway. 10,000 bikes, fender to fender. Let's make this a ride to remember. Let's make this a ride to remember.
That's just one of those songs. I feel like if I was riding in the Jeep and it was like nighttime and I'm driving and I'm hearing this song, I would just feel like a badass.
You know what it reminds me of? And I thought about them the whole time.
Okay.
Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan riding around on motorcycles.
Whatever works. Did you like the song?
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah?
really did.
Yeah. All of her songs are easily stuck
it made
in your
me
head.
feel like a badass listening to it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly. And who doesn't want to feel like a badass?
Exactly.
Go ahead, Kirstie. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it makes me feel like a badass singing.
I bet. You're up there on the stage, you're singing this, got a full band with you. I bet it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get out there and see her like sometime.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. We'll go out there and we'll get us a Corona and we'll sit down and we'll hopefully some of her coolness will rub off.
Yeah, we'll be like, yeah,
you gotta get some craft beer.
Some craft. See, I'm not a real beer connoisseur.
Me neither. I'm like, Corona.
Everybody tells me that. Well, I have a friend that says that Coronas are girly, and I was happy that I even was drinking a beer.
A beer, an actual
and
beer.
not a fruity drink. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but it's
because usually it's fruity drinks.
Yeah, a Corona's a stretch for me, but I can do Coronas.
I'm gonna have to get you into that a little bit more. I mean, being from Wisconsin,
yeah.
we definitely know our craft beer.
Well, like what's a good beer like a good starter beer?
A starter beer,
Yeah.
okay. That's hard because I'm like beyond. Not
Okay,
trying
think
to sound
back.
so crazy, but I'm into the double IPAs now.
Kirstie,
You know,
before
I
you were a
Blue
lush,
Moon
what
is
beer did you
good.
drink?
You don't even know what double IPA is?
I have no
I
idea.
have no clue.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, really, I was into like the dark stuff, and now it's more of like the IPA stuff and
I was
pale
like, I
ales.
thought the dark stuff was like crazy, like only,
Okay, so when we go see Kirstie, let's let her order our drinks for us.
I will.
But be gentle, though.
All right.
Okay, take it easy on us. All right.
Oh,
so
do you know Spotted Cow, Blue Moon? Those are good
Blue
starters.
Moon. Yeah, we've had Blue Moon before.
Blue Moon is dangerous for
I
me.
got it because it had an orange on it.
All right. That's funny. It tastes good.
Yeah, it was almost too much for me. I had two.
It was
and I was
too
pretty
much
tipsy.
for me. I had 2 and I was drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're a little higher than the, regular 4.5.
Yeah, the Corona's like drinking water compared to that thing. Yeah.
I wasn't ready for all that.
This is Beer Talk on the Chris Top program.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I know nothing about beer, sports, or race cars. So I'm
I
learning.
know about race horses, and that's
I'm learning stuff. That's always a good thing. So if I want to stalk you, Kirstie, online, where do I find you?
So I'm kind of everywhere. I'm on Instagram and under Kirstie Kraus and Kirstie Jones, which is my band up in Wisconsin. And that's also same thing for Twitter. And then KirstieKraus.com. That's a good place to start. It has all the links. It has direct link right to like Spotify and all that good stuff.
Where are you at or what's your favorite?
Oh my gosh, it's interesting. Everything, social media world changes all the time, and I talk to a lot of people about that. I would say I post first on Instagram, and then comes Twitter. But there's certain things that go to Twitter, and there's certain things that go to either. So I kind of, it depends on the situation is what I go to. Like today, taking a selfie in the writing room, I just posted it to Twitter, and that's all. I'm not going to have it like a permanent picture. We can get really technical about it because I'm kind of a nerd about that. I love like this social media, the marketing. But yeah, I think Instagram is a good place.
Yeah. Now, are you pretty easy to get in contact with your fans? I mean, if they message you on Facebook or tweet you, are you pretty good about responding?
Yeah, honestly, I'm on it all the time. I'm chatting with them all the time. It's crazy that nowadays, like in a matter of one day, I can talk to 80 people, and sometimes I got to put my phone down. And I'm like, hey, I gotta go. But yeah, I'm chatting with people all the time, and it's so cool that they can reach out like that. And I've created friendships that way.
Sure.
And they're really a support system. So I like being able to chat with people that way.
Think about
Facebook
the difference.
Messenger is awesome.
Think about the difference between today and you building your career as opposed to 20 years ago. I mean, back then, the only way to do it was to go and just play everywhere you could.
Right. There's a lot more channels, and so there's a lot more ability to be able to reach people that maybe don't identify themselves with country, but they're getting into what you do because they came across it, and country is so many crossover and different things that I think a lot of people are starting to prick their ears up and tune in. And when they come out to shows, they're like, even some people come up and say, I don't really like country, but what you guys are doing, and so I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. Sure.
Absolutely. And, a lot of people, they get a little upset when it's not traditional, but I think we hear that a lot, but I think it's such a small percentage that feel that way. You just happen to hear it because it's a negative thing. But I think country music has the potential to cross over into several different genres, and I think that's the beautiful thing about it.
People,
yeah, and why not create something that lots of people are going to enjoy?
Yeah, I think people can really eat up the honesty, and a lot of my songs have stories with them, kind of like Ride to Remember, and everything I write comes from a place of how I'm feeling or thinking, and kind of evolves from there. And so people love to hear that stuff, and they can hear that you're having fun or the honesty in it, and so they dig it.
Absolutely. If you weren't singing country music, what would you be singing?
Oh, like Motown, like blues, Motown stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to hear a lot of that when we see you live then, too.
Oh, yeah. We definitely get into like the funk, the blues. And,
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, are you a writer first or are you an entertainer first?
So I started off entertaining. I started songwriting when I was 15. So definitely entertaining came first. I think when I was 2 is when I started singing for the family and being like taking requests on picnic tables. And then I think when I was 4 was the first time I got on stage.
Oh, cool. Now, the people around you in your life, are they really supportive, or do they ever get irritated because they just want to go see a movie and you're
Are they ever like, bruh,
ride?
we want to hang out with you, but you're doing music?
Yeah, no. So I have a great group of girlfriends now, which is awesome. And they totally get it. They get that music comes first. And right now it's, the snowball is happening. And so there's things music is my love. And they get they just cherish when we actually be able to can hang out as a girls' night and just talk. And we're not really like need to go out and do a bunch of things. We just like to have some wine together and chat. And they're very supportive. And they come out to shows. You know, the ones I tell them is like, hey, this one's really cool. You got to come out. And they're there in a heartbeat. And of course, I can't not mention it, but my family is grandparents. They all come to the shows. My mom, dad, they're there at everyone.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are they like supportive of your music career, or are they like, Kirstie, you need to go out and get a real job?
No, they're really supportive. So I went full-time officially last April. So it'll be coming up on a year, which it feels like a lot longer, because once you decide to do that and you focus on one thing, it just starts moving, you know, things happen around it because you're focusing on that and on music. So I think they're seeing these type of things and they're excited for me, and they're so supportive. They just know that this is what my heart needs to do, and they're there till the end of the night packing up the stuff with me. I mean, they're awesome.
I'm glad you have people like that in your life, because that's definitely a big it's a big
plus.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do as many shows as I do without their help, and even carpooling, and it's really helpful.
Now, why go back and forth from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
To Nashville, as opposed just to packing up and moving to Nashville?
That's a good question. So I love the guys, and I love what we're able to do, and I love that up in the Midwest I can do like an acoustic duo, acoustic trio, the full band, and then the Thirsty Jones thing, which is country, blues, rock, funk. It's sometimes we do originals for certain shows. So I've kind of been building this thing up there, and these people, and so no matter what and where I live most of the time, I'm gonna be going up there for shows all the time. You know, because Wisconsin loves country music, and there's so many good festivals and things like concerts in the park and fairs and so many country concerts. They're really accepting of it. So everyone loves to play Wisconsin. I'm sure you've heard that. But
so even if you moved to Nashville, you'd still be going back to Wisconsin several times a year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So what's the use of moving then, I guess?
Right.
That kind of makes sense. Yeah. Now, are you going to
So
be
I
around?
kind of feel, like right now I'm here most of the time down in Nashville. So it's, it'll kind of always be that way, I think.
So what's your dream venue? Like when do you know you've made it to that pinnacle of your success?
I mean, obviously it's like the Bridgestone, the Opry, both of those is kind of like you're in the elite, you know?
Yeah.
You can give yourself a pat on the back. You can take a moment and breathe and have a craft beer and be like, oh my God.
Definitely not a Corona.
A starter beer, right?
Yeah.
So I asked my last artist this, and I think this is important because we have a lot of people that listen to the show that are either in the business or maybe have talent and they've never taken that step to go to the next level. So what kind of advice would you give to a young woman that comes up to you and says, Kirstie, you're beautiful, you're talented, I love what you do, and I want to be on that stage too? What would you tell her?
I would tell her to continue to hone your craft as much as possible, and hopefully they're playing guitar. If they're not, I would say do it, spend the hours now and get that in and just really write as many songs as you can. And they don't always have to be perfect. Just force yourself to do like the kind of speed songwriting and get your ideas out. And then, once I feel like once you work on that and you're really proud of yourself, it's infectious and it happens, and you just start talking to people and they can see that you're excited. And that, rather than talking to people and networking and kind of being shy maybe about what you do, just really be confident about what you do. And yeah.
Kirstie's pretty motivational. She makes me want to write and sing now. I can't even do either. So yeah.
You can write. Singing. Yeah. Singing, this is how Chris Top sounds when he's singing.
That's not true. Would you stop it?
It can only mean one thing.
Well, there's a lot of depth to your speaking voice.
Well, thank you. Maybe I just need lessons.
Got a great radio voice.
Yeah, I probably just need lessons. Yeah, maybe that's it. I doubt it. Okay, so moving right along. The next song we're going to play is called "Tonight Is the Night." So tell us about that one.
So honestly, Tonight Is the Night started because I wanted to write a fun song about my girlfriends and try to get their names in the song.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Erin, Hannah, Jenny, Angie, and I think that's the second line. And yeah, it's about hanging out and dancing and you're telling all your sob stories and having a couple drinks, and the next thing you know, you're on the dance floor with the band. And
so girls do that too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't?
They do.
I had no idea.
They got to let it out, and then they let it out on the dance floor. They just shake it off.
Oh, so I need to talk to you sometime about how girls think.
Oh gosh, that's a long conversation.
Why don't you just talk to me? I'm a girl.
Yeah, but she put it out there in a song. I mean, she's got some insight, right?
True that.
Yeah, so...
She's got the guts to admit what girls do.
Oh.
Because, all these stereotypes of what girls do, what girls actually do.
Yeah.
They might say something, but nobody's listening. So I'm glad she got the guts to say it.
Okay.
Right, and the
Girl
fried
power.
food. I got the fried food in there. You gotta, when you're trying to, let out how you're feeling, you just gotta order some onion rings, potato skins, and nachos.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so after this song, we'll come back. We'll talk about Kirstie and who she would sit down with and have a cup of coffee for 5 minutes.
Or maybe a craft
We'll do that
beer.
question. And we'll do the superhero question and all that stuff. And I want to thank everybody that's listening live. And if you are listening live, you can jump over to thechristophprogram.com. You can comment in the chat box. I want to say hi to Ruza. I want to say hi to JP and Alex. I want to thank you guys for listening. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're probably listening to a recorded show, an archive show on iHeartRadio or Stitcher or Spreaker or one of 30 other places. So we do appreciate each and every one of you. We don't take any of you for granted. I promise you that. So tonight is the night. Kirstie Kraus on the show.
Into this little black dress. Hannah, Erin, Jenny, Angie can't wait to see what happens next. Down at the Red Saloon, check out Thurston Jones. A little silly dancing, leave those cell phones at home. Yeah, tonight is the night down by the water. We all look back, and it's time to get it done. Let's get a little wild, there's a party calling. Don't care at all who might be watching, 'cause tonight is the night for us. It's 50-cent wings, potato skins, and nachos for dinner. Throw in some Patron and $5 red apple pitchers. After a few short stories of love gone wrong, tip the band $20 to play our favorite song. Yeah, tonight is the night down by the water. We all look back, and it's time to get it done. Let's get a little wild, there's a party calling. Don't care at all who might be watching, 'cause tonight is the night for us. Yeah, girl,
eventually be my mantra when I go and try these beers. I think I can just play that in my head, and then I'll have enough nerve to actually
try something new.
To actually go for it, I think. Yeah. I want to say hi to a couple of people in the chat. Miss Lori Kraus is listening.
I love you, Mom.
She actually said that we're fun to listen to.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she said, thanks for having Kirstie on the show. And we've got Jay Bremer. Do you know him?
Yeah, he's a songwriting friend. We write together.
Well, there you go. First time listening. Great show. Kirstie rocks.
Oh, I got an announcement.
Oh.
About the chat room.
Yeah?
If you comment Allie is super cool, you will of course be awarded a free pony from me and $1 million.
Okay, that's not true. That's not true. But I'm sure she'll thank you for that. I don't think we can cover that one. Okay, so Kirstie. Now I'm sure anybody that's listening after they've heard these two songs, we've still got one more to play. We need more music. You can't just tease us with 3 songs. So what's in the works?
Oh, I know. I'm actually really excited. So there's a new song coming out very quickly. I think I was just telling you guys that I'm doing some recording on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I can't tell you a specific date yet. Okay. But this song is called Sorry's Not Enough. And I'm going to leave it at that. I want to give too much away.
Now,
but it's a very heartfelt song.
Is this about a guy?
It's actually it goes out to one of my girlfriends about 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And there's just a story between us, and it was hurt her, and so I'm looking forward to being able to getting that recorded and then being able to send it to her. Just kind of send it out in the mail. But it's also a good apology song.
And the name of it's what again?
Sorry's Not Enough.
Sorry's Not Enough. And can you give us kind of a guesstimate on the time?
Well, I'm recording. I'm laying down stuff on Saturday, and so I hope we get that all straightened out and finished by the end of the month. Okay. I would assume, and I might give you guys a sneak peek.
Ooh, see, that makes me giddy. Oh, that's so loud. That's so loud. Okay, so when will everybody else be able to get it? Will it go right to iTunes, or how does that work?
Yeah, it will go right to iTunes. We haven't made the full marketing or rollout plan, but I'm very excited about that song. Mm-hmm. And then there's a lot of songs. I mean, we just wrote a great one today with Craig Wilson, and I just have a lot of new songs that haven't been recorded. So I'm kind of figuring out what that timeline looks like and when I'm going to be recording, and hopefully be coming out here with a 6-song EP album.
Dude, I love your excitement because you're just talking about writing all these songs and you just sound so excited.
You can hear my eyes are big.
Yeah. How it must be so difficult for you, when you've got this basket full of songs that you've written, to pick the 3 or 4 or 10 that you're going to put on an album.
That's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, I know, it's like a baby is what they call it. The songs are babies. So every once you finish a new one, it's like, okay, what's the plan for this one? I mean, I haven't really told anyone this, but I have a Scotty Girl song that I'm writing, and we're finishing up stuff about it, but that is going to be a whole rollout plan before next football season.
Oh, cool. See, you got all kinds of stuff to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely that's what I do, and I love writing down here and performing and networking and kind of recording, doing it all what I do up in Wisconsin, doing it down here, and it's definitely, I have a lot of songs now, so I'm excited.
I'm totally going to stalk Kirstie now for the next few months just to see what's coming out. It's exciting though. I mean, I love getting to know that. Okay, speaking from, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but this show, that's what I love about it, because it gives us a chance to get to know the artist, because you can hear a song, but sometimes you're missing that connection. Mm-hmm. But when you get to hear an artist and talk to them, and you hear the excitement in their voices, it's like you're rooting for them.
Yeah, connection is like the golden ticket. It's like what everybody wants. Everybody wants to feel connected to them.
Yeah, and it seems like Kirstie's very approachable too. Mm-hmm. So that's
Which is
cool.
good. She's not like all, I got my pinky stuck up on the end.
No, I like to think so. I like to think that I'm approachable.
Okay, so if you had any superhero power, Kirstie, what would it be?
So I would love to be everywhere all at the same time. So if I could
like
just
omnipresent.
blink and like teletransport myself to anywhere and just kind of hang out there for a couple minutes, 30 minutes and be like, okay, I'm going to go back over here. Kind of like when you have DVR, you can do that with the TV. And I just want to be able to do that and go, because a 9-hour drive is not always fun, but you can write and stuff, and you can do a bunch of listen to audiobooks, listen to the Chris Talk program, like driving, but yeah, I'd love to be able to blink and be anywhere.
Okay, now what if you could have the same superpower, but it instead of blinking, you had to burp?
I can't burp on command, and I don't really do that, so I don't know if it wouldn't be the same if I have to like wait for a burp.
It wouldn't look as
I mean?
cool, but I mean, you'd still be able to do the same stuff, though. So I think I'd still take the power.
I would like the burping, actually, because I think that would be fun. I think burping is fun.
Or okay, what if you had to? You know how people like stick their hand under their armpit and they make that fart noise?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Would you do that to be able to do that superpower?
Yeah, I would burp to do that superpower too. Like I would do that. Yeah.
It's always funny, like when you see like
I'm in Rome.
really pretty girls like burp and fart and stuff. It's like kind of funny. Yeah.
It's funny, period. It doesn't matter what you look
We
like.
don't do that. We don't.
Pretty girls fart too.
Okay, so KirstieKraus.com, that's your website, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can go there, stalk you all day long, and find your new music and all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Now, we've got one more song. It's called Warning Label, but before we play that, I do have a couple more questions for you. One is, if you could have 5 minutes to sit down and have a cup of coffee with anybody, this could be anybody living or dead, who would it be?
So when you mentioned that, I thought about that. And really, I lately have been really getting into all of Rachel McAdams' stuff. Like, I think she's amazing. And I watch a lot of her like YouTube videos of her auditions. And she just pours her heart and soul into those auditions. And I would love one day to say that I was in a movie, or I mean, just to be an actress, and that I totally would be one of those, I mean, I am one of those artists that would just be like, yeah, I'll be in a movie, and then I'll come back and do more music. But
I'd be like, heck yeah, I'll be in a movie.
she's very talented, and in every role that she does. So I think she's really intriguing.
Okay, well, good. And okay, now I didn't warn you about this one just because I like to catch people off guard a little bit.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for that. That was good. Are you in a relationship?
So I hate this question.
I know. I bet you
Everybody.
does.
I'm such a private person.
Yeah.
Really.
You could just say, Chris, shut the heck up, and I'll shut up.
Yeah,
I
I
tell
just
him
got
that every
a
day.
relationship, and it was in October. So I'm just kind of letting myself get my footings and enjoying being down here. So nothing. I mean, there's always people that I talk to, and there might be something special, but I'm not talking about it to anyone yet.
Now, okay, well, let me ask you this, though. So the right guy for you, is this the guy that's going to understand that your music career comes first no matter what, or is the right guy somebody that you would put your music in the backseat for?
Well, the right guy would go on the road with me
Okay.
and play with me.
So
they would be right there,
date,
dude.
You would date a musician.
Someone who definitely has been around the music and understands it. I've definitely dated people who don't understand music, and that's really hard because it is my love. I mean, it's what I've been doing literally my entire life, and now is more the time than ever where I'm just putting all my heart and soul to it. So if they don't understand that, and if they can't be a part of it right now, then they're gonna have to wait.
Just those bass players and those drummers don't seem to work out for anybody.
You got to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Warning Label. So tell me about this one.
So Warning Label. This is through dating history. I've been told that I should have a warning label on my forehead, and I'm like, huh. So this song kind of describes me as a prescription and it kind of twists it. And I like having someone to call, but I don't like having to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for a long time, when you don't find the right one, you're not in the settle down zone. So the Warning label was supposed to be really a funny, sassy song, kind of get back at anyone who's ever said that to me.
I think Kirstie's got the sassiness on lockdown.
Bosha.
Yeah.
I think she does. Warning label, Kirstie Kraus. I won't say almost did it.
Wow.
I was
got
doing
it.
so good.
Unbelievable.
I was doing so good.
You're fired.
Kirstie Kraus on the Chris Top program.
I don't like having to call them. Don't mind being a little on the edge, but I don't want to feel I'm falling. If it gets too close, a little too fast, I'll be in my car, put on the gas. Can be too little, a little too much. All that relationship is there. Don't apologize for who I am. Bitter in small doses. Side effects just mine includes like case of psychosis. Been told that I'm confusing. Misuse can be fatal. Maybe I should come with a warning label. I've been known to change my mind 5 times and change it back. Don't worry about the mood I'm in, 'cause I know that it will pass. Don't leave picking restaurants up to me. I'm on read when I'm hungry, not a fragile four-leaf clover, a blunt hormonal bulldozer. Don't apologize for who I am. Bitter in small doses. Side effects just mine include slight case of psychosis. Been told that I'm confusing. Misuse can be fatal. Maybe I should come with a warning label. There's no doctor that can write you a prescription. Take precaution, read directions, handle this addiction. Don't apologize for who I am. Bitter in small doses. Side effects just mine include slight case of psychosis. Been told that I'm confusing. Misuse can be fatal. Maybe I should come with a warning label. Maybe I should come with a warning label.
Yeah, I was just telling Allie, I think that could be my favorite one.
That one is definitely
That one's
my
just
favorite
really
one.
super catchy, and I can picture you on stage just really just blowing the
It was
audience up with
badass.
that. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, that's a fun song. So I'll request that when we go see her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be
All
like,
right.
I'll be chanting it and banging on the table after a beer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or 2.
They'll throw me out at that point.
Great.
But thank you so much, Kirstie, for being on the show and taking some time out, because I know you're probably super busy.
It's fun down here, but I'm glad we could do this. It was awesome. Thank you for having us.
Well, good. And you're welcome back anytime at all. So KirstieKraus.com, you can go there and you can find everything. Twitter, Instagram are 2 of the ones that you love the most, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so check her out. Buy her music for sure. Just skip a cup of coffee one day and go out and buy 5 of her songs.
Or don't buy that sword on Minecraft.
Yes. Was that 99 cents?
Yeah, something
Like that. Just buy a song.
Yeah.
Because you got the song forever.
You only have that
Yeah.
virtual sword until somebody destroys it.
Yeah, you got to have 2 or 3 songs stuck in your head every day.
Right.
And I'd say Warning Label would be a good one.
Definitely.
For sure.
Make you feel like a badass.
Yeah. And
yeah, go download it.
Yeah, and I'm a dude, and I can listen to that and be like, that makes me feel like a badass.
Yeah,
too.
and who doesn't want a confidence boost to boost their day? You know?
Yeah, it's just fun. She's just fun. But thank you guys so much for listening. We do not, nor will we ever take any of you for granted, because we know there's a million other things you could be doing, but you chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty damn good. So until we broadcast again, please remember, life is good. We're gone.
Maybe a door, things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym. 2, 3, 4. WNBA, working on being awesome every day. Spreading across the USA. Hey, hey.
Okay, the show's over, but I had to share this real quick. There's a comment that I missed. It's from John Kraus. I guess it's Kirstie's uncle. He says, "Hi, Kirstie. So proud of you. Love the creeper, Uncle John." So I just had to share that with everybody real quick. But thank you guys so much. We'll see you again, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. We've got Manny Cabo on the show, and we might have another artist lined up before or after that as well. So look forward to seeing you again.